Wait a minute. I did remember to change the title, right? Yes, indeed. Okay. Happy Monday. Hey, Jamsy, welcome in. Happy Monday. Hello, Galoo. Happy Monday, Anilana. Welcome in. Whew. And Rulers, welcome in. Happy Monday. Oh. So I had a funny thought yesterday. After I was done with stream, I couldn't help but be disappointed that the farthest that I got was the floor 9 half pipe. But then I realized I got to the floor 9 half pipe. And like a week ago, I would have been not like overjoyed by that, but satisfied with that as a day's PB. One of those cool little progression kind of things that I've noticed. You like how the stream starts and I'm already in floor 0? Yeah, I usually don't feel like starting the stream and being like, alright, time for you guys to watch the loading screen with me. Feels like that would be kind of a weird start. Oh, jeez. Damn it. Oh, well. Honestly, I didn't do the ice slide very well. Kind of deserved that. Whew. Ooh, jeez. It's kind of funny to me how free that recovery is. I used to have so much trouble with it. But just doing like some smooth steering and then like coming from the left side, I cleared that by so much. I have no idea what Poke Loyalty is. I'm kind of curious, though. Is it just how often you attend streams? Apparently not. Oh, maybe it's how often you try to catch Pokemon. That would kind of make sense. Boing, boing, sploosh. So many bits that go into that Pokemon community game that I have just no idea about. Kind of funny. You learned how to battle? Nice. I assume it probably is just something you can do from the extension thing. Boing. From the extension, but first you have to put 6 Pokemon on your team, and that's not very intuitive. Okay. Kind of interesting that you have to have 6 Pokemon in your team to battle. Feels like you should be allowed to go in with as many as you want on your team. But maybe it has something to do with the way that the game is programmed. Is it literally just Pokemon battling? Like you choose the moves each round? Boing. Have to defeat 6 Pokemon from another trainer. Gotcha. Now, is it like live battling, or is it just when you register 6 Pokemon to your team goes into like a group of trainers that other people can battle at any time? I assume it's probably, what is that? Asynchronous? Feels live because you have to wait for their move. Oh, dang. Okay. Gotcha. What a scam. Hey, racing car. Happy Monday. Welcome in. So how's your climbing been going? Bonk. Good, you added more saves to Safer Deep Dip 2. And now you're gonna play them. Wait, so you're making a Deep Dip 2 version that has like more recovery routes? Is that... I assume that's what you're talking about. Cool. So it's still the same difficulty with all the moves. Like, the main route is unchanged, but... I don't know. Let me... So, like, underneath floor 7, like, the zigzag, instead of falling all the way down to 4 or something, maybe. Okay, that's cool. I kind of like that. That is a really cool idea. Same difficulty, but less punishing deep dip 2. Waste less time in every floor, especially 0 to 2. Okay, cool. It almost feels like converting deep dip into a Bennett Foddy type map. I mean, not exactly, but... That's super cool. Honestly, that kind of feels like what Shallow Dip should have been. A little bit. Maybe not. I don't know. Some of the jumps on Deep Dip are just hard in general for people to do if they're not very good yet. So I do kind of appreciate making the jumps easier themselves. It makes it very approachable. Now, here's the question. Are you doing it with the entire map or just, like, Shallow Dip? 0 to 5. Hey, Zurion. Gappy Monday to you as well. Welcome in. Oh god! No, 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 no. Oh. First time I've had that happen since I started doing that. No, it's okay. It's okay. 0 to 16 with many recoveries using the scenery. Okay, cool. No, it's not your bad, it's my bad. I've been trying to do that where instead of... Hey!
Happy Easter, happy Monday, happy climbing, happy subiversary.
Happy Monday, Ilva. Thank you for the 5 months. Whew. No, I've been trying on that dirt wall on floor 4, though, to land in such a way where I can turn around and instantly go up. And most of the time, it works out. That was one of the semi-rare times where it doesn't. Any good runs yesterday on Sunday? Not really. And it feels... I was kind of talking about this earlier, but it feels really silly to me. I had 2 runs up to floor 9. One of them, like the further of the 2, died on the half pipe jump, the quarter pipe thing. Whatever you want to call it. The big jump. Saved all the good runs for when you're here. Exactly. But yeah, it feels really weird to me. I had floor 9 runs. Oh, God. Had floor 9 runs, and I was just like, yeah, those aren't very good. Very, very weird feeling being able to say that. Because I don't think I'm necessarily incorrect. Because good is very subjective and changes as you climb the tower. Now that my PB is 12, I kind of feel like 10 is my bare minimum for what I want for a good run. Obviously, I'm not going to complain about getting to 9, but it did feel a little disappointing not having any 10s yesterday. And it's a funny feeling, being able to say that. But yeah, now that you're here, let's get a good run. Today has started relatively slowly. I mean, it's been 15 minutes. I can't expect to get like a beautiful run right now. Even if I was playing perfectly, 15 minutes only gets me to floor 7. 15 minutes and not PV yet? Wash streamer. So true. How is it that we have spent a whole 15 minutes climbing and haven't gotten to floor 13 yet? Okay. If I just... Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to make that save very well. But I will get this to 1. Oh, never mind. That was a hard save to make. I don't even know if that's possible, actually. Maybe it was. Doesn't matter. We'll be back there in 1 minute. Oh, damn. Hav is out. Got the tower all to myself. Time to pretend I have stage fright. Performance anxiety. You're wondering? There has to be a way to make a room be publicly available so people can join from without knowing the club? You mean just like having it displayed? I don't know. I don't know where you would see it if not in the club. I assume maybe... I'm curious now. I'm gonna look at this in a second here. Assuming that this run dies relatively quickly. and I don't forget, I'm gonna see if I can find one of the rooms that I uploaded in just the rooms section by searching for it by name. Because I've never tried that before. Instead of clicking solo, you go to the other menu and there are plenty of rooms that people are playing. Huh. I have no idea what that is. I have no idea. I'm not really the person to ask, I think, because I've only ever clicked club and gone into the deep dip tab. I mean, surprise. What a shocker. You always join the Deep Dip 2 public server through there? Interesting. Yeah, I'm the opposite. Really? Okay. I don't know. If you just... Yeah, there's mine. You're just talking about here? Like... Live... Is it the arcade? Huh. I have no idea. I assume it's probably just there, right? You're on 35 khaki fins. Nice, Cold Gold. Happy Monday. Only the top 10 or 20 have people in it? That's a little weird. It's not there by default. Yeah, I have no idea how you would get that there then. You would assume that it would be some kind of setting, but... Yeah, no idea. Boing. I really like doing that skip now. The teeny tiny skip at the end of 0. Relatively easy. Very satisfying to pull off. I got floor 12? Yes, indeed. That was a week ago today. Last Monday. Last Monday, I was cooking out of my mind. Got 5 floor 11 attempts, and one of them went to 12. and made it like halfway through. Club approved by Nadeo to have your rooms listed in arcade. There's a form to fill out on Discord or something. Oh, cool. Thanks, rulers. No, feels really good though, cold gold. Real good. That being said, I feel like I thought I was going to be stuck on 11 for longer. It felt like a long time because it was about a month. But it felt like it was going to be even longer. And it's a little bit of a shame that I didn't one-shot 12. I think it was my last chance to realistically one-shot a floor. Like, I doubt I'm going to be beating 13 first try. $14, also doubtful. What place am I on the height leaderboard? I believe I'm 23. I'll check in a second here, though. Did I practice the crap out of 11? I did, yeah. Yeah, I'm 23. Which means, of all the people... Actually, is Hugo up here? No, I think Hugo's way down here somewhere. I remember passing Hugo. Because that would... Yeah, there's Hugo. 36. So, Hugo is technically above me. So I'm 24. Yeah. He wasn't using Dips++ when he finished it, though. So I'm technically 24th. Probably dropped a spot to high ground. Still top 411. Nice. I passed Simo. I believe so. Was he right there on the leaderboard? But no, it's kind of cool. If you look at it, if I'm in 24th spot and there have been 12 finishers, it means among the people who are better than me, more people than haven't have finished. There are 12 finishers who are higher than me and 11 non-finishers higher than me. Feels real cool. Yeah. The other way of putting it, if I get 2 more ranks up, putting me at 22nd, I'll be in the top 10 among non-finishers. Which is kind of a cool thing to think. RPG Khaki Legend, so awesome job. Thank you. That is very cool. Nice. just released a sick trial map on TMNAF. Noob versus Deep Dip 2, day 239. Yes, indeed, Fruit Snoots. Happy Monday. And according to my joke prediction from a long time ago, I should be finishing the map tomorrow. Or a year from tomorrow. I guess I didn't... I don't think I technically said a year, did I? Maybe I did. So, what are the odds? The funny thing is, if I were to finish tomorrow, on the 22nd of April, like I said I would, ideally, I don't want to hit floor 13 today. It's very counterintuitive to how I normally would think. But no. If I wanted to beat the map tomorrow, I would probably not want to finish today, because if I finished a floor today, I would be in practice mode tomorrow, and that would just be impossible. Ignore whatever floor practice I would do tomorrow. I guess I could do that. Oh, geez. Is someone joining? I just had a big old lag spike. Do floor 13 skip. As tempting as that is, I think that's probably a bad idea. You'll pay 10,001 odds on me winning tomorrow? Oh, man. I can practice mode on Wednesday. Yeah. Can you imagine? That would be so crazy. Just beat the map tomorrow. I mean, I'm kind of getting to the point where if I got a tremendously lucky run. Well, I'm getting to the point where my PB is higher and higher. And my runs have to get less and less lucky once I reach a PB to just beat the map. The cheating allegations, though, if I just soared out of nowhere. I don't know. Do you think there would be any cheating allegations if I beat the map tomorrow? Definitely. Elcon did one-shot 15 and 16, if you remember right. Yeah. I don't know, guys. Like, here's the question, though. If I was going to cheat, would I have waited 240 days to cheat? That seems a little implausible. Just one-shot 13 today. Yeah, there's the plan. First to do the floor 15 ice slide, but fell off of the snake at the end. Ooh. Okay, so he did not one-shot 15 then. Did one-shot some floor. Fair enough. Alright, here's the question. Do we actually know how many people beat the map without any practice floors? Because the first three were Bren, Hazard, and Elcon, right? Or is it Bren, Hazard, Lars? I think it was... I actually... Lars was fourth, okay. Elcon has an insane go, go, go method of driving. That's why he never wins or crashes races. Oh, man. Happy Monday, Lucy. Welcome in. Quick happy Monday before you go back to lurk? Fair enough. Thanks for saying hello. Boing. And Ninkasi, happy Monday to you as well. Welcome, welcome. Whew. It's an Eastern miracle. I kind of like that version more. Boing. Womp womp. Oh, God. That's awful. Quackant. Ooh, damn. Okay. I never know how to actually save that, because that's awful. When you're up here... Oh, I'm trying something real quick. And here you were ready to quack. Yeah. I kind of flubbed it at the end. Where are we? There's the place. There we go. All right. I want to check something. Can I do this? Oh, God. Okay, I think I need to go a little bit slower to get the downhill. Did this actually send me anywhere? I could drop down to grass, yeah. But I need to try to go further left, I think. Ooh. That's what I'm trying to see. It's really... right side of pillar, maybe. Okay, so that did work. But it's not very consistent, it seems. Yeah, very tricky. The worst part is it's hard to... I want to get to the grass there. Is that a shortcut? No, no, no. This is a recovery anarchist. Happy Monday. That's exactly what I was trying to do. Right there. Half pipe the thing over wall? Maybe. It seems like being basically as far right as I can be. Ooh. Alright, cool. It's gross. It's gross no matter what you do, but at least I know it's possible now. Alright. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Man, something I ate is not agreeing with me. But now I'm ready to climb. No, that save, I think I've attempted it a couple times in the last week? Last couple days. I think I had that same save attempt yesterday. Now that I'm thinking about it. And I failed it in a different way, falling down the hole last time. Hey, Thick Alien Explosion. Happy Monday. Any good attempts today? Not really. I had one attempt that went to the end of 6. Failed quack. But that's my best run so far. It's still very early, 40 minutes in. Happy Big Word Day. I feel like there are so many bigger words that mean big that it's kind of weird that they would use a small word to describe Happy Big Word Day. But happy Monday, Larry. Welcome in. Agreed. Like, I don't know. Gigantic word day. Humongous word day. It is kind of funny, yeah. Over-articulated word day. Enormous. Indeed. Alright, it's been a week since our last PB. Surely it's time for another one. Bonk. Oh, jeez. Hello there, little nubbin. Bonk. Another PV would be nice. Yeah, I mean, I don't expect them as often anymore. Obviously, I would be very happy. How was my Easter? It was good. Just a chill dinner with my family. We had German chocolate cupcakes. That was probably the highlight. That sounds good. They were just tiny, like, hand-sized German chocolate cakes. Oof. No, it was a good Easter though. Plus, weekend was very nice to me. I think over the weekend was when I got 90 fire making. And now I have 80 rune crafting. Just 2 more levels to go. So good. Hey, Pollux, Rat King. Happy Monday. Welcome in, guys. Had a strawberry daiquiri for the first time in years. Ooh. Yeah, those are kind of nice. Yeah, anytime that I drink, I tend to like those fruity drinks. Feels weird that like the masculine thing is drinking alcohol that tastes bad. Really nice level-wise, yeah. For sure. Like beer, Pacificos are great. I've never been able to get into beer. I've always just... Anytime that I've had beer, it just kind of tastes bad. Actually, there was one exception. I remember I was at a wedding, and we had been drinking, like, a bunch of hard liquor. We were drinking, like... I don't even remember what we were drinking. But we had had, like, a bunch of shots. We had been drinking wine, too. And then someone offered me a beer, and I was like, oh, damn. This isn't bad now that I'm already drunk. What do I do for work? This. I climb deep dip. Might not pay very well, but I do what I love. Wish you had a better weekend, but when you do RNG stuff like Volcano and Tormented Demons, if you don't get lucky, not much progress. I guess that's true. Did you ever give the higher XP method a shot? I think it still lets you get chance at uniques and like pets, but gets rid of all the regular loot, right? Sounds right to me. Which is really cool to me. I like that. Being able to get, like, the collection log items with extra XP. Mining and smithing and rune crafting in, like, an interesting boss way. Would have been better in small groups. That's true. I think ideally you want like groups of 3 or 4 or something. Just watched Nebula's world record on Deep Dip 1. Crazy how he got so far with that reactor flight. Yeah, like floor 9. Even higher than the segmented run got. The crazy thing, Rat King, it's possible to get to the end. You can get all the way to the finish line. Still lets you get XP. Lets you get uniques, yeah. No, that is really nice. No way, I'm joking, right? No. I heard it from people who are actually, like, really good at Deep Dip 1. They said that with a perfect reactor flight, you could go straight from 2 to the end, which would cut down the total run time to like 5 minutes. Dob's been hunting it, yeah. I think he got it or near to it in the replay editor, but not in a run. Okay. I mean, you would definitely want to do it in the replay editor first. 100% that's something that you want to practice going for the reactor and figure out like how you exactly need to do the flight. Absolutely crazy though. Can't wait until someone actually gets that in a run. Also trying an hour ago or so. Oh, cool. I mean, I guess you could, in theory, get anywhere between what Nebula got and the end and still finish that run out for a record if you're able to land it. Like, cutting more is always going to be faster, right? Ask Nebula on YouTube how many times he was able to get the cut before completing the run, and he said 30 to 50 times. Dang. Highest he landed was on floor 10. Dang. No, that's crazy. Oh man, this is such a fast floor 6. I might sound like I'm being sarcastic, but I started this run out with like a 4.5 minute waiting on floor 0 while I was going to the bathroom. So if you took 4.5 minutes off that floor 6 time, it was like a low 10 minute. Whew. Scuffed hole. We take those though. Bonk. Oh. Weird. Virtual starting in an esports team was kind of unexpected. Was it? I mean, I wasn't... Like, it wasn't on my bingo card, but... I feel like any time a person becomes successful enough, that's like... the first step that they spend their exorbitant money on. Just started playing Baldur's Gate recently for the first time. What a dope game. Like the recent one or the older ones? I remember I had some family friends back when Baldur's Gate, I think 1 and 2 were first coming out, that really loved that game. Or those games. But you're right, Rat King. Jet lag is so good. Like, what a stacked team. Hmm. New one. Okay. Gotcha. If you had more income than you knew what to do with, a lot of it would go to boats. Oh, God. Bad quack. And if I had more income than I knew what to do with, I don't know. I feel like the boring answer would be invest. Use the money to make more money. And then probably, like, take care of my family. Like, all of them. Although, like, right now, all of my family is much better off than I am because they have real jobs that pay a lot. But it'd be kind of cool, all of a sudden being rich and having, like, way too much money. I don't know what I would do. Bigger manga collection? Vacation home in Japan? 100%. If it's more than you knew what to do with and you can't not know what to do with it, when you think of something to do with it, then it's no longer money you don't know what to do with. Well, here's the thing. I was only talking about a small portion of the money. In my imaginary scenario here, I spent all this money on things, but I still just had way too much money left over. There's no world where I know how to spend it all. I mean, there's definitely things that I would spend it on. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like if you end up having that kind of money, like, that is some generational wealth, right? Quack! Sorry for keeping you jammed. Happy Monday. Gotta start getting earlier quacks for you. Bonk. Nice. Sick. Super clean. Ugh. What a clean zigzag. Let's go. Bonk. Yeah. Like, that might have been one of the smoothest zigzag jumps that I've ever had. So nice. Bonk. Roughly how you meant it too, a goal of owning, having sailed every single type. Every single-handed dinghy wouldn't noticeably eat into such generational wealth. True. I feel like I've never really been into sailing or water sports. Well, that's probably because I nearly drowned as a child. I've never really been a strong swimmer in the first place. But having like a near-death experience at like age 9, I think, kinda ruined water sports for me. I still like swimming for what it's worth, but took a deep dip. You could say that. Nearly drowned means I didn't drown. Technically true. If I had swam a little bit farther into the lake beforehand, there's a good chance that I would have died, though. So that definitely formed how I feel about water. Oh, God. Scary AF. Just turtling? I guess so. 100% success rate in getting out of the water. I mean, if you only nearly drown, yeah, I guess that's true. There's a less cool way of turtling there, too. Oh! You were talking about my bonk rulers. Yeah. I used to do a similar thing here. See that green thing in the background? I used to just drive off of that. And I still do that on Checkpoint Fridays to get a better checkpoint. But this is just way more consistent. Whereas I'm actually more consistent bonking the pillar at the beginning. I suck at doing it the way everyone else does it. I just don't like dropping from a high thing into a turtle. Nice. Blub. My pillar hit looks faster. Has anyone timed it? I don't know, but I'm almost certain it is faster. Honestly, I'm a little surprised that Javi wasn't doing it. I mean, maybe people perceive it as being too risky, but I've only failed that like 3 or 4 times, I think, in all the times that I've ever been on 8. All right. You've only seen me fail it once. Yeah, I don't fail it very often. It's not a difficult turtle. I might have to time it after this. I think I will. Just to see, like, how much faster it is. Because I know it is faster. There's no way it's not. Hey, Jeremy. Happy Monday. You get some speed flipping off the ledge pillar you start at 0. I don't know, you do bounce backwards off the pillar, though. Don't know if it's necessarily 100% 0. I see what you're saying, though. There is some merit to the turnaround. But I don't know if it's as much... I don't know if you get as much out of it as you lose from driving around the pillar, you know? Driving around the pillar definitely takes some time. Just remember Lars zooming. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe the other turtle thing is quicker. But the way that I saw Javi do it during his speedruns, like during the world record, did not feel as fast as I do it. Might have been the one place on the entire map that I could say I was faster than Javi. Really nice how you can look at my progress, see me on floor 8 and not think this man is a great run. Not think, man, this is a great run. Yeah. I guess the question is, do you think that now? The current run. Like middle of 9. Still think it's a nice run, but not a great run. Yeah. No, that's kind of how I feel. That's how I feel right now. I'm like, okay, this is a good run. Not a great run, but good run. Have me as the third monitor and usually start watching mid 9 or 10. Fair enough. Whew. If I make this jump, it'll be a great run. Well, congrats. Keep the audio and glancing, but you still have to work. Fair enough. This run is quite good, I guess. Yeah. Speaking of, I'm gonna focus now. Oh, shit. I need to edit the focus mode thingy. It is Moon Day now. Boop. Cool. Going into focus mode. See y'all later. Forgot I have to click on the screen. Nice. Clean. Super clean. Oh, beautiful 360. Let's go. Damn it. Oh, that was a really scuffed jump. Anywhere? Quacks? Oh, man. 5? Oh, man. Well, could have been an 11. Yeah, you don't need to tell me that it was slow. Like, obviously it was slow. The problem wasn't necessarily the speed, though. The problem was, my jump up onto the plastic backboard thing. Dang! It has been a little while, hasn't it? Happy Monday, Left is Faster. Welcome in. Alright, here's the question. What was my PB last time we were here? Yeah, this was a real run, Alien Explosion. Too bad that we failed that. Beginning of floor 11. Nice. Not that long ago, then. Oh, God. Not that long. It's been a little while. Yeah, I guess my PB was beginning of 11. And then I kind of made a couple of tiny PBs. And then last Monday, I made an absolutely massive PB. Around 1,000 hours on the map. Okay. So, around halfway through my 11 journey then. I was probably 60 hours into 11. Yeah, the last PB that I got was huge. I actually nailed the first couple jumps of 11 or of 12 first try. And got super close to getting the third jump first try. It would have been so sick being able to say I one-shot a floor. I'm kind of thinking it's probably unlikely I'm ever going to one-shot a floor now. 12 was kind of my last realistic chance. But you never know. Maybe I get a floor 13 one-shot. Well, I guess it would be guaranteed if I went for the dumb floor 13 full floor skip from the sector run. Never actually make it onto 13 before I finish it, but not what I mean. No, I've gotten a lot better since you were last here, I would say. I had somewhat of a metamorphosis last week. Don't really know how it happened. But I feel like a significantly better player than I was like 2 weeks ago. Also made some progress in Fire Red. You're now at Koga. Nice. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, that means you have 4 gym badges? Nope, still haven't beaten a map, Ilva. Clearly still a noob. Just a slightly more skilled noob. Broke my own skill ceiling. I don't believe in a skill ceiling. But I definitely went from being like... I feel like my progress, I'm usually expecting to go from like... I don't know. If my skill is from like 1 to 10, and my current skill is like a 5, I expect to go like 5 to, I don't know, 5.5 or 6. I feel like I jumped from 5 to 7 or 8. Say I'm not a noob anymore with my skill, but since I haven't beaten a map, I'm still a newbie. Yep. Skill? What skill? Because you clearly... You're saying you clearly don't have any? I don't know. You made it to 1. That takes at least a bit of skill. Oof. Or maybe you're saying, because I clearly don't have any. Still haven't beaten a map, so I could agree with that. Oof. Clearly, skill is an illusion. Clearly. You don't, I do? Okay. Gotcha. No, I definitely feel like I went from around a 5, though, in skill to like a 7 or an 8. And I think all I need is a 10 to beat the map. So I don't think I'm that far off anymore. Only focusing on your performance in the Dirt Weekly tournament so you don't watch too much TM for a few weeks. In the top 32 now. Let's go. Congrats. Top 32 is huge. Oh yeah, speaking of Fire Red. What's your team looking like now? Need top 32 for getting to the next stage? Oh, gotcha. I don't really know how these competitions work. But that's cool though. That means you will get in the next stage then. Assuming if it's a qualifier thing, maybe other people could improve their times. Bump you out. But safe for now anyway. Super Goat hands and Arthritis hands. Super Goat Man? Did I say Super Goat hands? I might have accidentally mixed your names together. Happy Monday. Welcome in, guys. Swing. What's the PB of the day? PB of the day is failing the very last jump of 10. So not bad. Made us rhyme, you like that? Oh yeah. As much of a rhyming hands with hands is. It was a nice run, you guess. The one that I had up to 10? I feel like there's not any guessing about it. That is a nice run. Kind of no matter how you look at it. Maybe Body would be disappointed with that run, or Godzy would be disappointed, but I think most people would be happy getting to the end of 10. Made it past us 360 at least. Eleven's quite nice. Halfway through 11 is very nice. 12 is great. Been lurking basically all day. Running random map challenge. And now some ranked. Nice. Team right now is Charizard, Nidoking, Gyarados, Jolteon, and 2 that you can't recall the English names of. What are their types? And I'll try to guess from there. I think you were saying you wanted a Dragonite, but you probably would have a Dragonair right now, based off of the approximate level of your team comp. Really happy, you guys? If you had a floor 10. Is that what you're saying? If you had a floor 10, you guess though? Would you not be really happy? I feel like you would be really happy. Or are you saying if you were in my shoes? In my shoes with a floor 12 PB getting to the end of 10. Because I am really happy. I like that I got to the end of 10. Sure, it sucks failing that though. You'd be utterly confused. You're like, wait a minute, I need to fall down. Gotta get to the start of 7. Where are my ducks? Oh, Pidgeot. Yeah. Blue, purplish with red hair. Yeah, Vileplume. I think that was the one that I was saying would be helpful against Misty. Way back when you were facing her. Cool. Good team. That one's still there. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. And it should be good against the last gym, at least. Yeah, I think it actually will kind of crush the last gym for you. Boing. So good, so you guess you'd be happy if you got floor 9 difference of a PB. Got a 9 floor difference of PB. Yeah, surely. Plus 9 floor PB. That's nice. That's good enough. If I got a PB 9 higher than my current PB, I think I'd be pretty happy with that. Struggling against Koga, though. Don't know what's good against him, and you're under-leveled. What moves does your Nidoking have? Although, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure Weezing has Levitate as an ability. Floor 12? Nah, more like floor 21. Yep, that's me. Getting to floor 21 of Deep Dip. 2 normal, 2 fighting. Okay. Unlock the DLC? What are you talking about? Finishing and getting oh yeah, getting to floor 21. Yep. New height record unlocked. Finishing immediately, getting a third of the way up Deep Dip 1. Exactly. But yeah, Poison is weak against Psychic and Ground type. So I don't know really what would be good on your team. You could just level up more. Floor 12? Yes, indeed. Happy Monday, Super Frank. Behind on the progress, also hi. Hello. Yeah, last week on Monday, absolutely cooked out of our minds. Went up to floor 11 5 times in one day. And the last floor 11 of the day went all the way up to the middle of 12. Hey, Artcat. Happy Monday. 12 is whiskey, right? Yep. Floor 12 PB 1.1k. Yeah, if you round up. But clearly, we need to have our followers be at least 100 times our PB. So I'm not allowed to get floor 13 until I get like 230 more followers. Them's the rules. Imagine. Can you imagine that's actually how I played? Imagine getting the end of Deep Dip 2 and then having to play it again. Doesn't seem that bad. Why do you have to play it again? Because you want world record? It was a great run indeed. Have I decided which cut? On 13? I'm probably going to end up doing the hobby cut. He says that it's more consistent than the Elcon cut and easier. So once I figure that out, Quack also, yeah. Probably going to do that one. Yeah, the dig TM. You could teach him that. Yeah, the cut to take on 13. Probably the same one that Hobby does. Is the one I'm planning on doing. But I need to learn it. Once I get to 13, I'll figure that out. The first time that I get to 13, if I have to do any cut, I'm probably going to try the virtual cut. Because that one is the one that I've practiced the most and is least risky. If I fail the Elcon cut, which I usually don't get Elcon cut first try, then that one is just dead. Very unlikely for me to fail the virtual cut. Zane and Laszlo, happy Monday. Welcome in. Oh, you mean it's stacked on top of itself? That would be a little bit rough. Having to finish both of them in order for the finish to count. How am I doing? Not bad. Not bad. Did anyone drive 13 the intended way? I drove it the intended way on many checkpoints the first time I did it. Crap, that was stupid. God damn it. I'm not doing bad, though. Like, ignoring that fall. That was dumb fall. No, I'm doing good. My day's PB is getting to the end of floor 10. Last jump of floor 10. And then I accidentally failed it. The cut Hobby used. Yeah, I'm planning on probably learning that one and trying to use that one. He said that it's really consistent and easier than the Elcon cut, and it cuts more. So I want to learn it. That's the plan. But the virtual cut is easy. Doesn't cut nearly as much, but it's easy. The beam half pipe. Yeah, the ice half pipe into the platform, into the plastic half pipe thing. Plastic ramp jump thing. Backflip. Failed that jump. Khaki map, khaki tower map that no one asked for. I feel like people have not asked for it, but suggested it at some point. That sounds awful, though. Plan to release 32nd of Neverary. But yeah, I don't really have any plans right now. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do on the 13. Could call it sheet shit. Happy Monday, Chipongo. Oh yeah, I guess if anyone wants to see the intended route of 13, I could cam 7 up there. and show it off. Wouldn't hurt. It is a really cool spot. The Elcon cut doesn't actually cut that much. Actually, it does cut a lot, but swing. Alright, where did this run go to? I failed the zigzag, that's right. Alright. Gotta try to catch this Pokemon real quick. I've heard its tail is delicious. Hey, Dot. Happy Monday. And Mauke, happy Monday to you as well. Welcome in, guys. Today feels really good. Need to ask Shelder. No idea how its tail tastes. Boing. Holy cow, 4 of us got it. Let's go. Time to have a Slowpoke tail feast. No, in Gen 2, there's an entire plot line about Team Rocket stealing a bunch of Slowpokes in order to cut off their tails and sell them on the black market. Oh no, poor Slowpokes. Yeah, I mean, you get to save them. You get to save them, so it's fine. I just always remember as a kid, there's one Team Rocket guy who asks you if you want to buy a Slowpoke tail, but the price that he asks for is like $1,000,000 Pokédollars. And even if you max out your cash, you only ever get to 999,999. So you're always just one Pokédollar short. That's the backstory of Slowpoke Well. Never read the text in Pokemon. Yeah. That is why they are occupying Slowpoke Well. Like, actually kinda dark. It's one thing to just steal random trainers' Pokemon, but like, mutilating Pokemon in order to make a profit. I don't think there's any Pokédex entries about Slowpoke being able to grow its tail back either. Yeah. Exactly. That is exactly what happens at the bike shop until you get the voucher. People in the Pokemon have surely made Tauros steak. In the Pokemon world, yeah. You're probably right. Oh, God. What are you talking about? And also, I think you kind of need to calm down, Arcat. Not the vibe we're going for here. Also started One Piece again and got invested. Didn't think it would happen. Let's go. How far are you on? What are you talking about? Hey, Syra. Happy Monday. Alabaster. Feels good. I remember enjoying Alabaster a lot. Speaking of anime, you discovered Webtoon. Nice. Surreal horror action movie from '86 called The Hitcher Highway Killer. Definitely have not, but I assume it's about picking up a hitchhiker that kills people. Drum Island was the catching moment for me. Remind me what happens on Drum Island. It's been a long time. I'm bad at names. Friend of yours recommended you watch Violet Evergarden. It's a good one. I agree. Oh, that's Chopper's Island. Okay, cool. Yeah, that is a good arc. Best horror movie ever, Rubber. Happy Monday, TV King. Welcome in. Alright, now time to start the focus mode. I really need to update that, though. Beautiful hole. Boing. Oh damn, Ilva's on 2 now. Nice. Someone's cooking. Are you kidding me? As soon as I turn off my monitor, YouTube decides to say, "Are you still listening?" Did it? Never mind. I was wrong. It just switched music. Okay. Okay, while I'm here, though. While I'm here. I am gonna... I'm gonna change this focus run thingy 2 from 8. There we go. Congratulations, Rat King. You got the last floor 6 focus run. Oh, 7 Ilva. Boing. Oof. Yeah, that is a rough fail. But it happens. Congrats. Always fun unlocking a new fail. Whack! Alright. No more paying attention to in-game chat, though. Supposed to be focusing now. So clean. Boing. Ooh, that's not enough. Stop, stop, stop. Alright, back to Quack. Not a good save. I don't think this actually does anything. I'm pretty sure the tires dry at the same rate, but makes me feel better. Whack! Nice. Alright, this one should be better. That's worse. Shit. Oh, god damn it. Two bad loops in a row. Feels bad. Okay. Man, maybe I was overthinking the loop there. Boing. Nice. Do you think it'll be hard to avoid One Piece spoilers? Here or in general? I don't think we talk about One Piece that often. And I like to not spoil things, but in general? It is a little bit funny. One thing in Alabaster actually gets spoiled by the anime itself. But we can talk about that after you're out of that arc. Probably forget by the time you get to the episode it relates to. Maybe? Maybe. I don't think it's possible to ruin One Piece through spoilers. But is it spoiling or foreshadowing? It would be spoiling if you revealed... Oh, are you talking about the thing that I was talking about? Oh, hard spoiling. 100%. But like I said, I'm not going to talk about what I'm talking about until I know that Left is Faster is out of Alabaster. Yeah, that rhymed. Now that I think about it, though, there is technically one One Piece spoiler that happens kind of a lot in this stream. But unimportant. Just don't think about it. And I think someone would probably have to point out the fact that it is somewhat of a spoiler in order for it to even cross your mind. Saw a thumbnail the other day that said a character death on YouTube, and you already met that character. Yeah. I assume that I know which character you're talking about. But yeah, I would say, like, probably shouldn't be that hard. Unless you're, like, looking up One Piece content. If you're, like, looking up YouTube videos specifically about One Piece, then maybe. As someone who didn't watch One Piece, he can certainly tell you that a character has died in the anime, probably. Yeah, I mean, there have been a couple of people who have died. Oh, big spoiler. Goldie Roger dies. I know. Crazy. Big shocker. Ruined. If only you had made it through the first 30 seconds of the first episode of One Piece. Then you would not have been spoiled to this this massive plot point. To be fair, it is a pretty big plot point. Only the thing that kicks off the entire show, but... Man, that would be funny. I'm a disgrace to mankind. I'm sorry, Rat King. I just couldn't help myself. Oh, God. You just know the basics of the show. Main plot line and about the devil fruits and some main character names is pretty much it. Fair enough. Probably don't say all the main character names that you know, though, because that could actually be spoilery. Does the English dub also have its own version of the first opening? Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure it does. You know, like 3? Okay, are the 3 you know, like, Luffy, Zoro, and Nami? What? No! Damn it. Okay, so that's not far enough to be counted as a Jeep Chip. Do you know how some characters look? Yeah. To be fair, if you describe most of the women in One Piece, most of them kind of look exactly the same. What's the Jeep Jip? Jeep Jip with G's. Although I don't know if it's Jeep Jip or Geep Gip. I've never really thought about that. Or maybe I have and I just don't remember. But that is when you fly out of the map. Yeah, I feel like that's Like, maybe you've seen characters from One Piece, but I feel like One Piece has a very distinctive art style, Dot. So, even if you'd never seen a character before and you saw a character that was from One Piece, you'd probably know it was from One Piece. Still haven't gotten a Jeep. Shit. Anyway. Okay, where was I? Oh, yes. We were getting runs constantly up to floor 7. You often hear about Gear 5 in One Piece context, and it seems important, but luckily you don't know what that is yet. Yeah, you won't know about that for... or even have context for it for probably a good 100 or 200 more episodes. But yeah, you're right. That is like one of the main One Piece spoilers that I feel like you just cannot avoid. People talk about Gear 5 all the time. Your one world record in TM was beaten yesterday and you found out today. You were so shocked when watching the run. Every single line is completely different and he beat you by 0.046. Damn. Have you tried driving the map with his lines? Maybe you can take it back by using these new lines. If they were able to beat you by that much on a full speed map, seems like their lines were better. Didn't have time to play it again yet. Only opened the map to check his line. Oh, speaking of which, who was it that ended up taking back the taking the world record from you? Honestly think only one of his lines is faster. Is it a line that... So you say only one of the lines is faster. Is it something where you could take that line and slot it into your run? Yogurt full speed. Okay, cool. Or is that line like made possible because they were driving different lines before and after? You can use that line. Okay. Oof. Dumb. Both had slow starts, but really good ends. Okay. Interesting. Alright, here's the question then. Do you think using that faster line would save you 0.04 or whatever, 0.05? What you need to beat now? Oh, dang. So the better strat, if you wanted to get your record back, would be to improve your start. What am I doing? You were expecting me to zoom past so you park to wait and not get distracted. Yeah, I did. I think I did zoom past, didn't I? I just flew off afterward. Record's beatable, but you're shocked seeing his lines. Yeah. It's kind of cool how different lines can be. Didn't see me zoom past. Oh, wait, were you on... You were just at the start of floor 2, right? I mean, maybe I'm wrong. All right. Sorry, Rat King. I don't care if you say just kidding. That's not a timeout. Get the fuck out of my community. I don't want you here. All right. We have one rule. One rule. Like, that's the most important rule. Don't joke about killing people. It doesn't matter if you type just kidding. You joke about killing people, you're gone. Bye-bye. What the fuck is wrong with people, guys? Surprised it even needs to be a rule? You would be surprised, but that's the second time it's happened now. And it kind of pisses me off. Man. Really excited for the animation quality switches in One Piece. First is around episode 200. Yeah, when you get to Wano, I feel like it gets crazy. I mean, that's like a very late animation switch, but... Yeah, I don't care. There is no justification. No justification whatsoever, Dot. Oh, wait, no. You're talking about... Sorry, you're talking about the other guy. You're talking about the other guy. The guy who beat your record. Yeah. My bad. My brain is not focused correctly right now. Anyway. Does it say turtle on my shirt? It does. It does, Gadriel. Happy Monday. Heard there will be a switch from 4.3 to 1610. That'll be a huge upgrade. I don't really remember all of the different upgrades in animation. Like, it definitely just keeps improving with time. But yeah. Oh yeah, I guess I could... It's not a spoiler, per se. But I will say the next member of the crew is my favorite. I don't think it's a spoiler to tell you that there are going to be more Straw Hats. I assume you probably would have guessed that. Your favorite's Chopper right now. You really like him? Chopper kinda grew on me. I don't know. I kinda didn't like him at the beginning at all. He just felt like a toy to me. He's kind of a cool character, though. I like Chopper now. Honestly, the dichotomy of this childish reindeer-looking guy being a full-fledged doctor is just really funny to me. Opposite, you really liked him when they introduced him and then didn't like him later on. I think one of the main things for me, at some point the voice actor changes, and I don't think I really liked the original voice actor for Chopper. I think I preferred the new one. Which I can't say about the Frankie thing. Started not to like him as the series went on. Yeah, I mean, he's a little bit one note, which is the main thing that I didn't like about him very much. Tsundere moments are so funny for you. Oh, man. You know, maybe that's the problem. I think if you like the Tsundere moments, you probably like him at the beginning. And if you don't, because I never really cared for that. Oh, God. Ugh. Really disappointed when you heard the new Frankie voice. Yeah. Rare failure it was. I should have had that better. Be right back. Need to get going. All this time talk of not spoiling has gotten to you. Really want to spoil now and don't trust yourself? Alright. Talk to you later, Larry. Gotta hydrate. Boing. Oh god, where do I hydrate now? Okay. Right here is where I hydrate. Guess that's the risk of trying to do that cool start. Take no responsibility for that. No. It was my fault. 100%. Boing. How does it feel to know that I have never failed in a real run the last jump on 11 and the first two on 12? You're not wrong. There's also the third to last jump on 11, I think. Alright, let me cam 7 up to 11 real quick. Yeah, you are totally right, though. Oh, not far enough. Jeez, we're so high up. So I failed this one, but this jump here, where you jump over to this part, I've never failed that one. Surprised you haven't gotten spoiled yet about all the future Straw Hats. True. Alright, what is the arc after Alabaster? Can someone tell me? Jaya? Oh, yeah. Thank you. Is it Alabaster, Jaya, and then Water 7? I think Water 7's coming up pretty quick, right? You have an arc open with, or a side open with all the arcs so you can skip filler. Fair enough. Oh, Jaya and then Skypia. Yeah, I think in my mind, I always combine Jaya and Skypia together. So, cheers. That might have been why I was confused. Gonna head out. Good luck. All right, sounds good, Jeremy. Have a good rest of your day. Talk to you later. Boing. Marineford sounds interesting to you? Oh, yeah. Marineford is good. Really liked that arc. That's still far away, yeah. Now, here's the question. Are you watching One Piece through official means, like Crunchyroll or something? Or are you sailing the high seas? Because I can never recommend people to watch it on Crunchyroll. Oh, One Piece. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, if you didn't know, Yarhard, up she rises. Heard it saves 133 hours. Dang. Yeah, that's like 400 episodes or something, right? That's kind of crazy. But yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, Crunchyroll doesn't have the copyright rights, the copyright licenses or whatever, for like 6 or 7 of the openings, I think. So they just keep some of the openings going for like hundreds of episodes. Like, I'm pretty sure the opening Jungle P literally was there for hundreds of episodes on Crunchyroll. Missed out on so many good songs. It kind of sucks, because that's like the official way of watching it or whatever, like if you're just doing it online and don't want to pirate. And here I am just going skip intro. Ugh. Man, that makes me very sick. Like, maybe after the first time you see an opening. Maybe. But I feel like there's just so much detail that goes into an opening, like animation-wise. so much work gets put into that. And then to just be like, nah, I'ma skip it. Don't watch shows with a lot of new openings and stuff. I mean, I wouldn't say One Piece has a lot of new openings. It's usually like once every 50 to 100 episodes, but... Currently rewatching Voyager, skipping all of those intros. Okay. I feel like... Actually, now that I think about it, I'm rewatching Psych right now, and I don't think I've skipped the intro ever. Although the website I'm using doesn't have a viable way of having me skip the intro. So I have more of an excuse than normal not to. Watch openings, endings a couple times at the start of a new one and at the end. Fair enough. I can understand not wanting to watch it like 50 times. And I assume Ilva probably watches it the first time a new one happens. I would say watch it a handful of times, though. Whew. Even coded your own plugin for your tablet back in the day to be able to skip openings. Man. Definitely watch it if it's the first time seeing it. Well, that's good. I am an avid anime watcher. Or not anime watcher, anime opening watcher. I don't think there's a single time you'll find me skipping one. Boing. Just asked about his lines. Apparently he didn't watch your run and played with his own lines. Okay. So he agrees then that most of his lines were not as good. Or maybe he has his own reasons. Often re-binge series. I think if you're watching a series for the third or fourth time or whatever, that is something that I could get behind maybe skipping the openings. Maybe. Even then.
Probably gonna be here more often again, D.
Nice. Thank you for the 3 months. Left is faster. Both aware that the time can be pushed a bit lower? Yeah, of course. Except OG Pokemon, they need to sing. Yeah, like I've rewatched Death Note probably 4 or 5 times now at this point. And I don't think I've ever skipped the opening. Either one of them. So good. Yeah, I hope you are here more often. It's fun talking to you, Left is Faster. Had a .662. He has a .616, but combining all of the best parts from the top 3, then .4 high is probably possible. Damn. That is a lot of time save. Start singing that he wants to be the very best, like no one ever was. Bum bum bum. First Death Note OP is so good. So is the second one. I definitely liked the first one more for a long time, but the second one really grew on me. How are the runs today? Happy Monday, Cathal. Not bad. My day's PB made it to the last run of 10. I think it's What Up People by Maximum the Hormone, I think, is that the band? Focus mode incoming. I did update it for the focus run thing anyway. Focus run is only valid at 8 and up now. You can still do focus floors though. Had a Pokemon tournament yesterday as well, and you weren't the very best. No, you were the very best. Was or wasn't? You can sing, but you was not. Okay. It was one letter off either way, so I wasn't sure. Thank you. I really like the Pokemon openings. Like, all of them. They're so good. Obviously, the original is classic, but... typed and then typoed the correction. Clearly, you're just scared of fish. Oh, yeah. Clearly. Are you sitting there right after the turtle skip? What came first, the show or cards? That's a good question that I don't know the answer to. My guess would be the show. My guess is game show than cards, but card game is probably easier to make than a full-fledged television production. You were, then you jumped, and now you're upside down on fish. Oof. Quack. Bonk. No! Oh, that's such a rare fail. Card game was first by about half a year. Jeez, that was lucky. Whew. Well, saved to 3. Riot Games making a physical card game in the League universe. You think that would be cool? I guess so? I don't know. I feel like digital card games are usually have more like possibilities. They're more open to cool mechanics that would not ever be possible in a physical card game. And they already have Runeterra, so I don't know. I don't know what the purpose of a League, like, physical card game would be. Collections? When seeing Yu-Gi-Oh! For the first time, the show looked so cool. I mean, the show is cool. Totally agree. Only realized the card game is meh. It's not very well balanced. I feel like most of the time, at least in modern Yu-Gi-Oh!, the game is just like, alright, did you win on the first round or on the first turn? No? Guess you lose. Hey, Lysergium. Happy Monday. How's the tower treating me? Not bad. Not the best, but not bad. Went up to the end of 10 once. So that's pretty cool. They added a card limit? You mean the lower limit? Or the upper limit? Like, I remember seeing a thumbnail for a video about some person who brought, like, a giant card box in for their deck. I don't think having an upper bound on the deck size is the thing that's most detrimental about the game, though. Two Fedora dudes with the huge deck. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking about. No, the most detrimental thing to the game is obviously, like, lower, like, the smallest decks with the crazy consistent first turn kills. Gonna watch 3 One Piece episodes compressed into 30 minutes and then go to bed? Alright, sounds good. Have a good night, Left is Faster. After they had the 2 people carrying a 1.5 meter long card deck, yeah. Kind of a protest thing with the huge deck to show that the rule needed changing. That makes sense. Because there's so many things that allow you to search your deck, and every time that you search your deck, you have to reshuffle your deck. And if you have a comically large deck, reshuffling your deck takes a long time. And searching the deck takes a long time. Boing. That's right. This is the same run that fell down from 7. Boing. Sitting here trying to think how far this run has gone. Beautiful hole. Bonk. Boing. Bonk. And quack. Too cool. Love that I'm able to fall from 7 in a stupid way and then just immediately go back. That being said, nice. Let's fucking go. so huge. Whew. Okay. Long overdue indeed. Let me know when you're gonna drive again. I want to see this first 12 attempt. Got Warrior Medal on 19. Let's go, Dot. Five-star meal deserved today. Happy Monday, body. My car was moving? Was it? You're back? Something happened in 3 hours? Nothing happened to me, but Hov just got his first ever floor 12. Overthinking starts now. Surely you just one-shot 12. Or at the very least, get the first 3 jumps. Clearly you need to take your PB back from me. Bonk. He's on the server, you see? Yeah. No pressure, but we're all rooting for you. Indeed. You're gonna start when I'm on floor 8? Sounds good. Alright. Good luck, good luck. Ooh, you do it from here. Okay. Solid bail. All right. The question is, are you jumping back down to the pool? Or are you doing the direct recovery? Probably pool is safer, but I really like the direct recovery where you back up right here and then jump up there. Nope, pool it is. Good call. Nice. surely. Whew. Let's go! Don't get jump scared by the voice line, Hav. Don't make my mistakes. Hmm. Yeah, not even close. Nice! Let's go. GG. Pass my PB. Hmm. Easy. Floor 13. Oh man, he got the one shot. Holy shit. Yeah, that is super nice. Ooh. Okay. Whoops. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that really saves you there. But you can probably just get the speed and go off, but... Oh, man. Oh, cool. I thought that would work. Well, GG, another voice line. Crazy run. Alright, good luck, good luck. Particle accelerator. Huge height gain. Oh, baby. So nice, yeah. Okay, so it's not a lot of speed and smooth steering. That's good to know. Bren cut. Okay. Classic. Oldie but a goodie. Okay. Oh, cool. I don't think I've ever done that, so I didn't realize you could do it that slow. Learning all sorts of things here. Oof. That's why I'm a little bit scared about doing that one. Where does this save to? Is this just the start of... Oh, that is so mean. This is start of 11. Or start of 13, I mean. Oh, that's awful. I could have sworn there was a better save here. But apparently not. Oh, you can jump through the... I'm such an idiot. Oh, man. I had been trying to aim to the right on that blue. Every time that I'd ever tried that save, I was... Where are we? Man, I don't know. Particle accelerator. Whew. Yeah, that significantly easier than I think I thought. Yeah, this is probably the safer option, especially knowing you can stop on this. Honestly, I should probably go for the same thing, even though I'm used to the other one. Alright, back for round 2. Hey, happy Monday, High Ground. And happy Monday, Fiskin. Welcome in, guys. Riolu on a run. Let's go. Gonna see Ghost tomorrow. What is that? Movie? Bonk. Sploosh. Oh, concert. Nice. Not a bad fail, right? Yeah, not a bad fail. Yeah. What was that? Probably a bad landing, like a bad jump into the wall ride. Because you want to be higher on that wall ride. You don't usually want to go for the plastic bounce. Alright, I'm gonna do a little bit of driving real quick. Boing. Vitali, Vitali, Vitali. Happy Monday. I have played checkpoint maps, yeah. So anytime that I get to a new part of the tower, I have done it before on many checkpoints, but I don't play the practice maps. Not anymore, anyway. I made my rules a little bit more strict later on. Like a month in, I hadn't decided what my rules were really set in stone yet. Didn't have them set in stone, but since like a month into the grind, I haven't played any of the practice floors. I played floor 11 practice floor for like a half an hour at the very beginning. That's the only one I've ever done. But really, it was just a demonstration to show that with my skill set a month into the grind, I was not ready for the higher floors yet. Wasn't necessarily for practice. What happened to Riolu? Did he dead turtle? Nah, Riolu's fine. Just has to make a 12 recovery. Has to do that jump that I turtled on. Believe in me. I got this. Thank you. Appreciate it. Wait. Did you die? Oh, no. How? How in the world do you dead turtle there? I mean, you were up here, right? You were right here. You tried to jump down from here, I guess? Fell on the ledge. I definitely feel like driving off... Well, I guess driving off there isn't that bad, but I don't like driving off of like a diagonal ledge. I definitely would have dropped, like, right here. I don't know. I guess you live and you learn, right? 07, though. Good run. Shit. No. Default movement? Yeah, I guess default movement maybe, but... Man, bad bleb. Been a while since I jumped that far right. Wait, saved, yeah. I don't know. Kinda wish it wasn't, though, because this run, the length is, like, abnormally extended because I watched Hob for a long time. But GG, Hav. Took it back your PV and then some. Really, really good run. Actually, I'm gonna check that out. Alright. Hey, Hav officially better than virtual. Let's go. Holy shit, Hav better than Zaylin? Man, a lot of people passed up there. Damn was the one. Okay. I was trying to think back. There was a person that was climbing on the public server with us a long time ago that showed up a couple times. I think that was the one. Time to catch up. Yeah. Gotta go beat floor 12 myself now. Ace Strogs? Happy Monday. Welcome in. Yeah, what a nice PB. For a moment, it was higher than Hobbs' PB. Boing. Boing. Time to piggyback off of Hov's momentum, though. I mean, I kind of killed it a little bit with the terrible bleb jump, but let's get back. High ground's on a PB run, too. Holy shit, high ground is on floor 4. Huge. Good stuff. Oh, God. Okay. Disgusting. Oh, shit. 07 high ground. But PB is a PB. I was gonna spectate when I reached here again. But I guess that's out of the picture now. Alright, where's the new PB high ground? God damn it. Oh. Wait, actually? Tunnel? Huh. Almost saved? Yeah, almost. Boing. Good run, though. Do tunnel in one go when you enter it. Eh, maybe. It's faster. I'm less comfortable with it, but on the other hand, I think I just failed that jump twice in a row, so who knows? Oh, jeez. That's disgusting. Nice. Yeah, the bug slide is not too tough, but it can do some dumb stuff to you. Bonk, bonk, sploosh. Really? I didn't expect my car to point that way in the first place. I thought I was going to go to the right. Or, go to the left, I mean. Turtle cone, turtle cone. Why you got a turtle on the cone? Normally I'm fine with turtling on the cone. I probably should have waited longer to... actually get onto the turtle cone, though. I exited the lights a little bit early. Which is where the struggle came in. Alright, can this run go to Quack? Pretty please. Boing. Nice. Fast floor 1. And then a slow landing there. Yeah, that's kind of average, 130 up here. Oh, fuck. Okay. It's a little bit early, but I'm done for the day. I'm honestly not in a climbing mood anymore. So I will see you all tomorrow. Oh. Looks like Lentilion's here today. Alright. See you all tomorrow. Peace.